All right, so let's try some of the other ones. So how about if you have a headache?
If you have a headache, what do instinctively? You tend to go,
I go like this.
Those are points.
Okay.
And some people go like this. You know, they're going like, oh man, I'm having a hard day.
Yeah, so they're pressing in their kind of third eye area in between their eyebrows.
Third eye here, but they also might be squeezing in here, like
the bridge of their nose. Yeah.
Have you ever done that kind of squeeze in there? And it's like sometimes your upper sinuses are blocked, and you press these points, and it just helps to release it. But
yeah, so it's the top bridge of the top bridge of your nose.
These are acupressure points.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what I call a local acupressure point. It's local. It's right there where you have the headache. In here.
Right.
Or in here. Now, in acupressure, we also use the points that are in back of where the problem or the pain is.
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll do is press underneath the base of our skull.
Okay.
So take your thumbs.
Right.
And just place them about 3 inches apart.
Right. So
and feel your skull.
Like
Rub
right.
the skull bone, which sticks out.
Yeah.
And then press underneath it into a hollow. Now, as you slowly tilt your head back, you'll be able to feel those hollows open.
Ah.
Yeah. And so what we can see is only your hair. You've got great hair.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Like this?
Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So on your left side, go a little bit lower.
Okay, so I'm actually pressing right at where the base of my bottom of my neck connects with this top bottom of my skull. So I'm pressing there. Wow.
Now the pressure for it to be just right needs to be applied gradually. As a beginner, what we tend to want to do is go, oh, it's here. I mean, just
yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Boom. You know, and it's not hitting the points.
Yeah.
That's not acupressure. Acupressure is an art. And so if I really summed up why am I good at this, is because I've trained myself to go into the points gradually, slowly, in applying the pressure. Otherwise, the velocity of the pressure hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, if you ease into it slowly, and you slowly tilt your head back. Now here's something that's really far out and fun and effective, which is hold one side with your hands like this. Okay, so thumb on one side, fingers on the other, holding underneath the base of your skull, while your other hand holds the bridge of your nose, where your nose meets your upper eye socket, pressing up into the upper eye socket with slow pressure, breathing in as you apply the pressure upward and slightly upward. And as you breathe deeply into the pressure, and you slowly tilt your head back, and breathe slow, even, and deep, it begins to shift your consciousness. It begins to shift your awareness. And it enables you to breathe even deeper. And as you do that, it starts to transform the headache. At first you feel like, yeah, it's kind of working a little bit. Well, you haven't really done it. What is it? What do I mean by doing it? I mean what you need to do is go into this breath and holding these points for 2 to 3 minutes.
Right.
Sometime even that, there's still residual kind of headache-ish. You've gotten 80% of it, or 70 or whatever, but you still need to do other points. That's not a problem. I mean, hey, are you getting the point?
I am. How? So it could be, if you have a headache, how quickly before you get relief? I'd assume a couple minutes. Like, it seems like you would feel that, like this, I could feel almost immediately, like, a couple seconds.
It's a very good question. And I'm sure a lot of people are asking that same question. How long is it supposed to take? It takes a different amount of time because we're all different. And why is that? It's because some of us are really stuck in our expectations. and to relieve and release those expectations. And other people aren't stuck in their expectations. They're stuck in their worry and their doubts.
Mm-hmm.
And so in order to breathe into the present moment and feel and be in your body and get that fullness and release that worry or release that upset, gee, I really wanted this to happen and I had that expectation and I'm stuck there. To be able to release it, you've got to breathe into it and you've got to let it out. Sometimes you need to yawn.
You know, it's so funny. I was trying not to yawn. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just have to yawn. All that releasing just caused me to yawn.
For you, it's like getting it out through the yawn. And what is that yawn? That yawn is the deeper breath.
Yeah.
And it enables your diaphragmatic muscles, which are in here. Don't tell everybody. But I mean, we got a show to. I have a lot of points to show you.
I'm going to sleep. Look what you've done to me.
Some rejuvenation techniques.
Okay, let's do something about. All right, how about
I actually wrote a whole book on it. I mean, my third book is called Greater Energy at Your Fingertips.
Okay,
there are in acupressure and in acupuncture certain points that can tone and open up healing energies, make you feel more vital.
Okay.
Learn that.
Okay. Teach me those because I need that now before I take a nap on the show. So I'm so relaxed. You've got me like post-massage. I'm like, all right, now what are we talking about? So what's one that can kind of lift my energy?
I'll show you one that will get 6 points on both sides at the same time. Take your hands like this.
Okay.
Let me see your paws. Now rotate your hands on your wrists. Now that's not pressing any points.
Yes.
But rotate slower and take deep breaths through your nose. Now what does this do? Now rotate the other direction. What does this do? The rotation, the movement, presses points in your wrists. And these points balance the healing energy in your meridians. They're called the source points. Now do that with your feet. Rotate now your feet on your ankles.
Okay.
And as you do this, take a couple of deep breaths.
So I'm going to be doing this. Rotating my feet. This is like the worst episode ever. Rotating my feet back and forth. Okay, doing that. Breathing.
But there's more.
Okay, there's more. But I actually do, you know, when I was rotating my wrist, I could feel energy coming up through my back. Interestingly.
Very interesting, huh?
Yeah.
That was kind of like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
I mean, energy's flowing there, and I pressed, and I was going here, and I was, so,
What's that, Michael? Why's that happening?
Because of the energy flow. The meridians are connected, and that's why you can press a point here, and it will stimulate and relieve all different areas of your body, because the meridian that goes through this point travels to other places in the body. So that's why you get these miraculous, amazing experiences with acupressure. Because these points, most of them are trigger points that trigger a benefit to other areas.
Now, you showed us a couple different points. There's ones on your hands, there's ones on your face, and then there's ones on your feet, right? Are those like the beginning, like you were saying, those are kind of the beginning or end points of this channel so that you can press any of them? And do they have the same effect?
They all have different effects.
Okay.
Each of the points are we're all, we talk about, he's wired differently, right?
Right.
we have expressions for this. But I want to correct you because I want everybody who's listening to really understand that, there's points on the hands, there's points on the feet, as you said. And these points are shared by reflexology points. The reflex based on the nervous system. And the acupressure points share and are connected with these reflex points. And that's why if you have or you love foot massage and you've seen foot charts and all that, and you like that whole system, this is a whole system, this system of energy, which is called acupressure. is a whole network of body points that are on hands, feet, and the entire body. Here, I want to give you an example. In the martial art, a very special, powerful point that's taught in the martial arts for energy. I mean, if you do martial arts, you need to have, it's physical, right? Yeah. And to protect yourself. So, your teacher, if you've been in the martial arts, has probably taught you this point right here.
Your dantien.
And dantien, which is right here. Now that's 2 finger widths below your belly button. And it's in deep. When you're standing and you bend your knees, it helps you sink into your body, and also it gets you more grounded to be able to feel this point. And by grounding, I mean you're more in to be able to feel your body. So right here, if you were to press in slowly but deeply toward the vertebrae of your back, and press until you feel like, ooh, whoa. Now you gotta go in slow.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. And you know what? I usually see people when they're doing it, they're standing, knees bent, standing, kind of at that down in martial arts.
This point that's to press when you're lying down in bed.
Okay.
And that's how I do it. And I make myself do it before I go to sleep every night, because this is where your healing energy not only gets blocked, but it's where all of the energies connect. The skin, the kidney, the liver meridians, they all converge at CV6. That's the acupressure point referencing number. And this point is called the sea of chi. Now, the chi means energy. So this is the sea of energy in your whole body. So in martial arts, when you just touch it and bring your attention down here, you're that much more powerful. And that's why pressure is taught in the martial arts. Actually, it's been taught in the martial arts to, stun people, to kill people, but that's not my focus. I'm really here to teach you the healing aspects of these points, not to kill.
Okay, but when you press on this dantien at night, and I understand that it's a nexus of all these points, why do you press on it? What's the benefit? Is it giving you a sense of power when you sleep, or why that before you go to sleep?
Why do I do that? It's such a great question, because I have a very specific agenda and reason why I'm doing that every night. And it's because of what I said, so I want to say it again so you really get it.
Yeah.
It's because this point, CV6, which is 2 finger widths below your belly button, into the center of your belly, is the most powerful point for opening up the healing energy in your body, and that's including sexual energy. Okay. Most people's sexual energy gets blocked here. Now, sexual energy is energy. It's actually healing, and lovers can use it to heal each other. I mean, the teachings in traditional Chinese medicine, in ancient Chinese sexology, is so rich. I mean, they've been into this for over 4,000 years. Right. So there's so much to learn. So I wrote a book called Acupressure for Lovers.
Yeah.
And, and there's like 400 illustrations showing you the connections that lovers can do. And you can say, but I don't have a lover. Well, you can cultivate your energy to have one. You can cultivate your energy to have, more healing in your life.
So instead of foreplay, basically just press someone's dantien, correct?
No. Sweetheart. Okay. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. Foreplay is wonderful.
Yes, no, I'm done.
Cultivated. It should be done slowly. And, and you should caress the points. You should suck the points.
Yeah.
Now, I'm talking about lovers. When I'm talking to health professionals and I'm talking to massage therapists, none of this. This is completely different teachings.
Right.
I want there to be a real, a very different separation, because you can cultivate your sexual energy via pressure.
Right.
As I said, ever since the Yellow Emperor in China, I mean, he was interested in three things. He was interested in health, longevity, and sex.
Okay.
And not in that order.
Okay, fair enough.
And he propelled the whole culture in China. I mean, this is so effective, why do you think there's so many people over there? Because stuff works.
Okay, what do you do if you don't want to use medicines and you want to actually have a little bit more virility as a guy? Because I did promise that we would show people how to get it up. So what points would you press?
Well, you did. Oh,
I just am going right for it. Not shy, not demure.
We haven't disappointed anybody.
Okay.
You know why? Because the point we just went over is one of the key points where sexual energy blocks.
Okay, so that's
Okay, I'm going to make it really easy. I mean, my heart of heart in teaching this and sharing it and all this is to give you the tools to be able to help yourself. Yeah, if you want to be able to be more potent, if you have trouble with premature ejaculation, use these points, and I'm going to direct you to them right now.
Okay.
Between your belly button and your pubic bone, right in the center, are 6 acupressure points. Think of them as buttons, and just go into each one slowly, and they're deep. Most of the acupressure points you just need to press about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, but these points you need to slowly go in deeper than that, up to about 1/2 of an inch. And if you're really healthy and you cultivate and you have done Tai Chi or meditation or body work or Qigong, particularly Qigong, then your heat energy is developed and you can go even deeper into your breath and into releasing these points. Now, there's also points in the groin. So if you bent your leg, this is harder to show because of so where you bend your leg, it forms a crease. And in the crease, there is an acupressure point.
Yeah, I can feel it sore. I do running. It must be because of that. I feel that.
It could be because of the running, and it could be just because this point needs attention. Soreness, and this is one of your questions that you're not even, you and I are on such an incredible, awesome roll that we're covering the questions that you prepared like spontaneously.
I know.
What is soreness? Soreness is an indication that the point is blocked. So it would be great to give some attention to those points.
Right.
Now, these points are also great for opening up menstrual flow. So when a woman got cramping or has PMS, I use these points. On an acupressure chart, it would be SP 12 and 13. And they're called the rushing door points. So now let me give you, those of you that have done yoga before, there's different ways of doing locust pose. Locust, when I do it, I put my fists here. Now, some people, when they do it, they put their fists like this, just like this. And I'm going to tilt this down a little bit so you can see.
Right.
Some people do it like this, and they're more inside, just offside of the pubic bone.
Right.
And other people apply the pressure here. And then when you lie down with your hands there onto your belly, and then I tuck my chin into the hollow of my chest so that my neck is elongated. Inhale, and I bring my legs up into locust pose, long, deep breathing. Now, if you do this is very, very powerful. do this, afterwards you really have to relax deep for a few minutes. Most people
It means so much to me that you're listening to the show. I would love your support in any way by giving me comments below, or to subscribe to the show, or share the show with friends. Thank you again for your support. Love and blessings.